Hello, everybody. Welcome to Music Forward's Open Mic Fridays. Today, we have such a special edition of our open mic. We have our industry pick showcase. This means the best of the best. All of the industry picks from this entire season are going to kick it off tonight. I am your hostess with the mostest, Lydia Caesar, and we are getting ready to have a fabulous show. Right now, though, the Vibes Open Mic Fridays alum, Maddie Cadell. The song is called Girl in You Movie. Look it up, stream it, support Maddie Cadell, show her some love, and get into the record. So, like I said, this is a special show. This is the Industry Pick Showcase. So that means our entire season, these are the artists that the industry experts that are on each episode have chosen as the best. So this is literally the best of the best. Thank you so much for joining us here on Twitch. Make sure that you subscribe, okay, so that you do not miss out on what we have coming up in the future. Do me a favor right now. Somebody sent you this link. I want you to share this link. Tweet it, text it, send it to a friend. We want to fill up this Twitch room right now so that these artists can get the shine and the eyes on them that they deserve. Right now, this is like the virtual Madison Square Garden, okay? So I need you to get hyped and excited for what's about to take place tonight. So before we get started, let me tell you a little bit about Music Forward and Open Mic Fridays, because you might not know. So Music Forward connects people from our communities directly to the music industry. So Music Forward acts as the bridge between the artist and the industry, which is so important. What is Open Mic Fridays? Open Mic Fridays is a performance showcase where young artists share their talent, they gain exposure, and they get live feedback directly from industry experts with successful careers in music. That's what sets this apart, because don't you hate getting advice from people who haven't done what they're trying to advise you on? It's like, how do you know? Okay, that's not what's happening here. These are industry experts who are going to give them direct feedback after their performance. All right, so back to this lineup. We are going to need a little bit of help from you, our audience. Tonight's lineup consists of our industry experts picked our experts on tonight, and they will win a grand prize provided by Sennheiser microphones, like the world's leading brand in microphones. That means there's not going to be a fan favorite poll tonight, so you won't get to vote for your favorite, but you can still go to Music Forward Open Mic, to our Instagram page at Music Forward, show love and support to the artists, and stay up to date on our next season, okay? Now, before we get started with the performances, let us meet our industry guests. First, we have Jen Park, an A&R from Asylum Records. Growing up, Jen Park knew that her one true passion was music and considers hip-hop her first love. Jen got her start working in the New York nightlife scene, listening to and learning about what type of music worked in nightclubs. I love it. Having worked across different companies within Warner Music, she currently works as an A&R rep at Asylum Records, ADA, and East West Records. She loves having a seat at the table in a field traditionally dominated by men and considers herself both analytical and creative in the field. Jen, I love that as well, that you are a woman boss. If you could give one word of advice to another young girl who wants to climb in the ranks as a woman in this industry, what would it be? And don't forget to unmute your mic.
Wow, that's a tough question. I think it's really just don't worry about being outspoken, because we are our own best advocates. So yeah, and then also try and find a mentor to help you. Yeah.
Love that. That's major. That's major. And something that a lot of people I think that they don't really know about or do these days, is find a mentor. So that's a major key. Love it. We're excited to have you on today, Jen. I know it's going to be a phenomenal show.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Our next guest, industry expert, is Jeff Juen. He is the Vice President of A&R at Warner Records. Jeff Juen Vice President of A&R at Warner, has been at Warner for over 4 years, but has been in A&R for much longer. Jeff has worked for other big names in music, including Music Entertainment and Warner Music Group. Jeff, welcome.
Hey, thank you. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. We're excited to have you. So you have that title, the coveted title that all artists are like clawing to get to. I need to get my music to the A&R. Can you explain to our audience, like what is an A&R? What is the job of an A&R, and how can they get you guys' attention?
Me personally, it's to go out there and find something special and cultivate it throughout the years, help them along their journey in the music space. And just for me, I'm always looking for new talent. So this is why I'm here as well. Just looking wherever I can, high and low, to see who's the next one, who's got the next big run in them. So that is my job. I'm just I sign the talent and I cultivate it throughout the years and help them reach their musical peak and their musical dreams.
Fire. Love it. We're so excited and honored to have you both with us for this monumental episode. Thank you so much. You two, we're going to be coming back to you throughout the night. But for now, we're going to say bye. And you guests, let's get this show started. But first, I want to remind you that the chat on Twitch is open tonight. So show some love to these artists. Let us know where you're joining us from. You never know how far a word of encouragement can go for an artist. The days and nights can get very tough trying to stay in this game. So share something that's going to keep these artists in the game and help them push forward and push through the tough times. All right. Thank you so much. And without further ado, coming to the virtual stage, we have our first performer of the evening, Adeline. Come on in, Adeline. Turn on. I'm going to tell the audience a little bit about you really quickly. Adeline is a pop writer and artist flavored with nostalgia of the decades, top 40s, and a spice of soul. That first sentence just is phenomenal. As a family drummer since 7 years old, she expanded to a multi-instrumentalist and passionate songwriter. Her influences include smooth acoustic pop with the stylings of Tori Kelly vocal riffs and Dua Lipa pop energy. I love your bio, Jen. Adeline, welcome. Make sure you turn on your mic.
Hello, thank you so much for having me.
Yes. So tell the audience, just give us a little sneak peek. What can we expect from this performance?
Ooh, wonderful question. So lately, I've taken up the project of releasing a song every single month. So this song would be my second song coming out on the 10th. And it's kind of like a lot of nostalgia of Dua Lipa mixed with a little bit of like my own flavor, and kind of just like I'm very inspired by a lot of like dance music, and so I thought I'd give it a shot at like what would a pop star sound like, and this is my version of that.
Love it. We're excited. Listen, without further ado, Adeline, take it away.
Beaming up, feel like you're floating, lights on, and everyone's watching. You got potentialists within your bones, the stars are jealous, buying your attention. You got the melody dancing in your blood, don't betray it. Come on and say it. Ooh, oh, not a hey, 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 oh, not a hey.
Hey, Adeline, that was amazing. Please forgive me. I'm going through some technical difficulties, but we're going to work it out. That's what took me so long to come in. But you killed it. I love that melody that you have. Oh, na, na, hey.
Oh, sing it, baby.
Fire. I was like rocking out. Like, this is definitely very, very catchy. Let's get our industry experts in to see what they have to say. Industry experts, you may now turn on your cameras. All right, Jen, let's start with you. Give some feedback to Adeline.
That was great. I definitely heard the pop duo influence. Your vocals would be great like on a top line for like an electronic producer like type song. So that was really great.
Thank you so much.
I totally agree. Jeff?
I felt the same way. It seemed like you would be a natural performer on stage, which is something that I would love to see. It looks like it comes alive when you're on stage. You know what to do. You know how to interact with the crowd, which is also an amazing thing. A lot of artists don't know how to do that as of yet. So it looks like you will put on a good show as well.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah, I agree, especially like that we're in a virtual space and you still manage to like give us stage presence and like star quality. That's sometimes hard to do in this Zoom world that we're in, but you managed to do that. So congratulations. I'm not expecting a lot of like, like bad feedback this show just because these are like more polished artists. So congrats on kicking it off in a major way, Adeline.
Thank you.
All right. So if you're in the audience and you came to see Adeline, make sure that you head over to our page and just show her so much love, show her support, let her know that you are here supporting her, and let our industry guests know that she's who they should choose tonight. Okay. Let them know under our post. Adeline, thank you so much for that amazing performance.
Thank you for having me. And thank you, Jen, and thank you, Jeff.
All right, you can turn off your camera. So Jen, I'm going to start with you and ask you a question. Jeff, you can stick around too. And if you have anything, you can chime in. But Jen, what do you think are the best ways in such a crowded industry that we're in now that an artist can stand out?
That's a really good question because I actually just made a content piece on this. I haven't published it yet. But I do.
We're getting a preview. That's what's up.
We're getting a preview. Because I do think a lot of artists tend to flag down A&Rs and labels, but it's really not about, I don't think it's about getting one person's attention, that's us. It's really about engaging your fans.
Yeah.
So instead of like, I think it's more important than instead of using your energy to flag down labels and A&Rs, it's more important to like create the fan base and engage them and make them interact with you and make them speak. And that's, I think, what would make them stand out.
Yes, I love that. That's so accurate. And I just want to add really quickly too, like artists, don't forget your home base fans, right? Everybody's so concerned about the internet, which is truly the most important, but also you want to activate a fan base where you are in your hometown. So if you're from a small town or something like that, capitalize on that. Be like the giant fish in the small pond, and that'll make waves across other cities and across the internet. Like people will see and feel that. So that's important too.
There's nothing like a hometown hero. So I agree.
Yes, yes, and absolutely. All right, you guys, we're going to tap back in with you in a second. You guys may both now turn off your cameras. We're going to bring our next artist out. All right, you guys. So coming to the stage, we have Arianna. Arianna, come on in. I'm going to tell the audience about you. Arianna is a singer, songwriter, and vocal producer currently based in North Carolina. She's known for her serenading tone and heart-tugging lyrics. With a certification in songwriting, a bachelor's in vocal performance, and 8 years of classical, jazz, and theoretical training, this multi-talented singer brings a refreshing twist to alternative R&B. Working diligently to grow her audience to outstanding heights, Arianna has collaborated with local artists and performed at private events in Philadelphia while building her social media presence. The singer is scheduled to release her debut EP this year. Welcome back, Queen.
Hi, how are you?
Wonderful. So excited to have you. Look, your background like matches my shirt.
Come on. We love it.
Okay. You look fabulous, by the way, just like the
You look
star that
fabulous.
you are.
Oh,
Thank you. So tell the audience, tell us what we can expect from you tonight.
So I'll be singing a song that I just released in December called Deep End, which is actually going to be the name of my EP. So this is just the single that I'm promoting in the meantime. But it's technically about a toxic relationship. But there's one person in the relationship that keeps like tugging you in and like pulling you in the deep end, pulling you back in, because the love is still there. When you're in that toxic relationship and you're like, I shouldn't be here, but like, I love you. And like, yeah. So that's basically
we
what
all
it's about.
know a little bit about that. And
Okay.
I love the title, Deep End. It's very, it's just, mysterious. So
Very metaphorical.
yeah. Excited to hear you. All right, you guys, without further ado, the phenomenal Arianna. Take it away.
I don't know why, but I'm still here. I don't wanna be, I'm not supposed to be. I let go of my enemy. Oh, no. You show up in my silence, can't get you out of my head. Baby, don't do this. Why you wanna do this on a Thursday? Why you wanna hold me like I'm yours, babe? Why you gotta pull me in a deep end? And why you gotta get all up in my face? And why you pull up when I ask for my space? You're doing something to me in the worst ways. Quit playing me, yeah. Quit playing me, yeah, yeah. When I come over, you touch me and make me feel like the air I breathe is giving up. When we start over, when nothing between the lines, when we both know that it's inferior. Every time my heart, it makes a fool of me. Let me tell you, this ain't new to me. Cause every time I get in a relationship, I tire myself mentally. All was deep inside of me. I ain't seeing no one but my friends keep me from falling true to me. Let me tell you, this ain't new to me. Cause every time I get in a relationship, I tire myself mentally. All was deep inside of me. I ain't seeing no one but my friends keep me from falling. No, why you wanna do this on a Thursday? Why you wanna hold me like I'm yours, babe? And why you gotta pull me in the deep end? Yeah. And why you gotta get all up in my face? And why you pull up when I ask for my space? You're doing something to me in the worst ways. Quit playing me, yeah. I'm open to communication with a little sensation now. But baby, don't do this. Yeah. You cry in my face like I didn't explain the situation, no. I said, baby, don't do this. And why you wanna do this on a Thursday? Why you wanna hold me like I'm yours, babe? And why you gotta pull me in the deep end? Quit playing me. And why you couldn't get all up in my face? Why you pull up when I ask for my space? You're doing something to me in the worst ways. Quit playing me, yeah. Quit playing me, yeah, yeah. Like I'm yours, baby, yeah. Yours, baby, yeah. Pull me in the deep end, pull me in the deep end, yeah.
Thank you.
Fire! Why you gotta do this on a Thursday? You gotta pull up when I ask for my space. Come on. I love specific songwriting, like the fact that you use Thursday. Like I love though, that's like one of my favorite things are like the details.
Yeah.
It takes people to like a real place. So congratulations on having a sick pen right there. Let's call our industry guest in. You're welcome. Industry guest, you may turn on your cameras. Jen, let's just get started with you. Give some
That was great vibes, by the way.
Thank you.
And yeah, and I guess you wrote that yourself?
Yeah.
That's amazing. It was great
It was
writing.
a very therapeutic day. I wrote it all in a day and I cried afterwards, experiencing songs,
And it comes out in your music because it's real. It's like real lyrics. So I really like that. It was great.
Thank you.
And your performance was great as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, Jeff.
Yeah, that was really, really good. I love introspective writing myself as well. I think you nailed it. I think you made sure that we were drawn in to the conversation. I always tell artists, just in general, especially the ones who actually write, is try to reel in the audience and make it relatable as possible, or make sure that your core audience that you're feeding understands what you're saying. So I definitely respected the hook as well. I thought it was very clever of you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. Like you're guaranteed to be relatable when you keep it honest, and when you even when you're like a little bit specific, because we all go through the same stuff.
Right.
At the end of the day, we all going through the same thing. So there's going to definitely be a core of people who are going to gravitate when you just keep it real. So great job on that, Arianna. Our experts, feel the same way.
Thank you.
Once again for bringing the vibes. If you're here for Arianna, you know the drill. Head over to @MusicForward. We're not doing a poll, but still show her love under the post. Let our experts know that she's who you think they should pick for the grand prize. And Arianna, thank you once again.
Thank you.
Yes, you may now turn off your camera. And Jeff, we're going to pick your brain a little bit. Of course, Jen, if you feel like you have to answer this in a way, you can as well. But Jeff, the question is, what are some best practices as a new artist to start getting your music out there? You made a record, you released it on streaming platforms. What next?
I think the best practice, to be honest with you, is before you put it out there, I would say, is putting out to your circle, not the ones who just yes you to death, but your circle, even in school. I think those things are always overlooked for young artists who are coming up. They immediately just rush and put it out. I think, going back to the question earlier, as an A&R, it's quite telling when we see other people who are gravitating towards your music outside of you just sending it to us, or a manager, whatever the case may be, however you do it. So putting yourself out there is the most important thing. Not only online, but doing shows at your local spots. I think it's important. It shows that that you're willing to put yourself out there, and it hardens your skin. Because you're gonna get a lot more no's and I don't like this than yeses. So I think putting yourself out there is easy in terms of putting your music out there, than ever before, because it's literally a click away. But I just think you should try it out amongst your peers in school, if you're in school, and get real positive feedback, and then you hit send.
Yeah, I love that. You could even do like a little listening session at home, or with your homies or whatever, and have them choose their favorite. And I love the performance thing too, like perform some of the songs before you put them out.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of feedback you get from audience. And what also works too with in this content driven age with performing is, have somebody film your performance, even if you just prop your phone up in the back and film it, and that doubles as, a performance and also content. Or,
I agree.
you can make one performance could be 5 reels. So for sure.
I think in today's time, the stuff that, we grew up on are taken for advantage because, even when there wasn't, videotaping things wasn't a big thing, there was still videotapes of Usher performing and Beyonce and Disney, not Disney, but Destiny's Child performing.
Right.
And these things I think are, everybody just uploads it, I get it. But, it's something to be said when you get to see it because, those pieces of content can be used, but I think they sharpen your skill, immediately.
Yeah. And they're timeless. Look at the Kanye documentary. Like
Yes.
when I see that old footage, it gives me goosebumps. Like it's stuff that, you never know where your performance shot. That one performance clip may be legendary.
Yes.
If you blow up. So don't ever, you're right. Don't ever take that stuff for granted. It's important.
I agree.
All right. Thank you, Jeff. I hope y'all are out there taking notes. Okay. We got some experts in the building. Okay, you guys, we're going to call you back in a minute. You guys can both now turn off your cameras. We'll see you back soon. We're moving right along. Tonight, by the way, is all women. We have an all-female lineup tonight, which is super amazing because who run the world? Girls. All right. Ariana Smith, come on in. Coming to the stage, we have Ariana Smith. Come on in. Let me tell y'all about Ariana. Chicago-born artist Ariana Smith is a singer-songwriter currently residing in Portland, Maine. Taking inspiration from musicians like Leanna LaHavis, Stephen Day, and Brooke Lagertwood, Ariana uses her songs to tell stories, express complicated emotions, and welcome listeners in love and words that may otherwise go unexpressed. She aims to write as a soul artist with a folkier sound. She has been featured in V Magazine and the Portland Media Company for her songwriting and has sung for Vogue Magazine and Radio City Music Hall. She is grateful to God for the opportunity to share music and love. Ariana has 2 singles out on Spotify, Nostalgia and Bridge for You, and can be found there as well as SoundCloud under Ariana Smith. All right. Ariana.
Hello.
Welcome back. So excited.
I'm so happy to be back. Thanks for having me.
Of course, the industry guests picked you, so it was meant to be.
Thank you.
Tell us what we can expect from tonight's performance.
Yeah, so the song that I'm going to play is called Waste, and it's kind of like when you like someone but you don't know what to say. I wrote it when I liked someone and I didn't know what to say. Very fitting. Similar to Eliana, I totally agree about just sometimes you just need to get it out and then you're like, this is very cathartic. Yeah. So that's exactly what happened, and it's just about, you don't want to waste your words, waste your breath, hold your breath, but you really do like this person and you don't know what's happening.
Okay. I think that's something that's very relatable, and your makeup is fabulous, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
All right, you guys, without further ado, Ariana Smith, take it away.
Sitting in this room, thinking of all the things I should have said to you. You'll just never know unless my eyes give way things I don't want them to. Please don't get me wrong, I promise I'm listening. You left off at your dog. He seems pretty cool. I think that he and I will probably get along. In all my understandings, these has to be wrong. In all my calculations, say this has to be feels like I'm out of my mind, 'cause you're one of a kind, and I'm impressed. I try to say that I'm cool. It's pretty clear that I'm lying, nervous. So when I say that I'm fine, it's 'cause I don't have the time to invest in wasting my words away. Yeah. On August 21st, I told my diary I thought you were the one. On August 23rd, I told my diary that you and I were done. And all my understandings, this has to be wrong. And all my calculations say this has to be all. Feels like I'm out of my mind, 'cause you're one of a kind, and I'm impressed. I try to say that I'm cool. It's pretty clear that I'm lying and nervous. So when I say that I'm fine, it's 'cause I don't have the time to invest in wasting my words away. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Feels like I'm out of my mind, 'cause you're one of a kind, and I'm impressed. I try to say that I'm cool. It's pretty clear that I'm lying and nervous. So when I say that I'm fine, it's 'cause I don't have the time to invest in wasting my words away. I'm wasting my words away. I'm wasting my words away. Thank you.
You know, sometimes people can just sing. You are people. Okay.
You are people. Whoa, you are people.
Listen, ma'am, this ain't about me right now. Okay. You just did that. And I love your ear. Like, just even how the note change on that waist. It's intricate.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very talented, and that was great. Let's get our industry experts.
Thank you.
Come on in, you guys. And let's give some feedback to Ariana Smith. Go ahead, Jen. We will always start with you.
So I think the moral here is don't waste your words on the person and put it in this song and share it with the world.
Yeah.
I love like the specifics in this song as well. It was like pages from the diary, basically.
Yeah.
And it would be cool like to see like, I mean, your live is amazing. So it would be cool like with even more instruments behind you, like in a live show. Like that was amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree, Jen. Jeff?
I'm always a fan of when instruments are used and played. So that's just always great to me as well. It looks good. You sound good. And I love, did you write that record?
I did.
Yeah, that's super dope. I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We got some wordsmiths on tonight. Such a great job. All right, you guys, you know the drill. If you're here to support Arianna, now is your time. Head over to our page at Music Forward on Instagram. Let you guys like Jeff and Jen, I feel terrible for you because you have to pick somebody. And it ain't gonna be easy because we have such raw talent on here. So if you can do Arianna a favor in the audience and help, let them know, say, hey, pick Arianna. Okay, head over to our page and show her that kind of support. Arianna, thank you once again for your talent.
Thank you all for having me. So nice meeting you, Jen and Jeff.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
All right. You may now turn off your camera. We're going to get into another question for our industry guests. So, Jen, this is for you. And Jeff, feel free to chime in again if you need to. How would you suggest, like, what is the best way for an artist to try to interact with someone in your position? I'm sure you get a lot of spam, listen to my song, links out of nowhere. Like, what's the best way for somebody to be able to like reach out and touch you and be successful?
That's really tough.
I know.
It is, because we do have a lot of people in our DMs and like in our comments, in the tweets.
Mhm.
I think the best way it is in person.
Mhm.
It really is a real interaction, just because on social media we just get so much of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's hard to stand out on social media, but if it was something like a networking event, like an industry networking event, or even like a showcase or a show,
Mhm.
and you actually do meet the person, like that's the best way, I think, to really get someone's attention.
What
But
do you
yeah,
think?
social media is hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. I agree with what she said. Sometimes for me personally, I just try to listen as much as possible to what's sent to me. Of course, it's impossible at times, and there's a lot of times I lose track of things. But I always just pride myself in knowing that there's always a needle in a haystack, and I do go through a lot just listening. I sometimes even set a day aside of a couple of hours where I
Yeah.
can, and sometimes I do go into my office on Saturday with things that I know I'm going to listen to, and sit there and listen to on a Saturday at my office and just listen to it.
That's great. Good to know. Because you never want it to be a thing where the artist blows up and they're like, man, I was in you got my record in your email.
Happens.
Like that's like
Happens.
a
It really
nightmare.
does happen. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. And this is a little hack that I will share with our viewers that I've done as a because I'm also like, I'm kind of both. I'm somebody that people sometimes want to get music to, but I also want to get my music to people. And what I do is what works on me, I interact with the person. It's almost like cheating. Like, look at their page, see what they're into, look at their story, see what they're sharing. If they're sharing their pet or their kids or whatever, interact on that level. Like, oh, he's so cute. And, or, oh, yeah, I've been to that restaurant or whatever. And start to get a real life interaction going a few times so that the person starts to see your name, your handle, and recognize you. And then later on down the line, you can introduce music because you kind of have their ear and eyes already on a human level. I think that's what a lot of artists forget, that you guys are humans. You guys are not just the ticket. You guys are also regular, everyday people. And, people want to just feel seen and appreciated. So see and appreciate your A&Rs outside of what you want them to do for you. So that's something else that you can try as an artist.
You got the better advice.
Because, look, this is stuff that has worked for me and stuff that has worked on me. So that's why I'm like, hey, you never know.
That's really great advice.
All right. Hopefully everyone out there is taking notes. All right, you guys, we will see you guys back after our next performer. You may both now turn off your cameras. Coming to the virtual stage. I want you out there. If you're out there, make some noise right now. Act like we're at the garden. Okay, we can't hear you, but we can feel you. Janelle, come on in. Let me tell you guys about Janelle. Janelle is a singer-songwriter based in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Despite the challenging times of the pandemic, Janelle dove headfirst into perfecting her craft. She has released 2 singles, Plus One and Late Night, and fulfilled her dream of forming an all-female band, The New Normal. Janelle has also performed at countless festivals and venues such as The Pit and Green Soul. Inspired by her love for 2000s pop and R&B, Janelle uses her lyrics to give listeners a front row seat to her experiences with life, love, and self-identity. The music she creates is not only her own artistic outlet, but a way to reach out and remind her listeners that they're not alone. She intertwines hard-hitting beats with soft melodic undertones to make the saddest song danceable. Beautiful. Did you write your bio?
My manager and I, we collaborated, we wrote it together.
Fire.
So, yeah.
Very, very, very good. It reads really easy too.
Thank you.
So we're excited to have you back, Janelle.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. You also look amazing.
Oh,
You're
thank
giving me a very Shaka Khan vibe, and yeah.
Well, to channel the icons is a dream come true. Thank you. You look fabulous too. I love the look, the red hair, like everything is just giving. It's giving superstar.
Thank
So
you.
tell us what we can expect from you tonight.
Okay, so tonight I will actually be singing my first single, Plus One. Since releasing it, I actually have released a project, an EP, and so that song is actually on there. It's a self-titled. All songs were written, produced, vocal arranged by myself. And this song is about getting ghosted. So I was talking to this guy for 4 months and was falling for him, and then just cut off contact because people in my generation just think that's okay to do. Jeez. And yeah, this was just about dealing with that aftermath of like, I don't know where I stand. There is no closure whatsoever. So this is just about getting ghosted in that experience.
Man, this is like real. Like this happened. I just had a conversation with my friend, like she just got ghosted out of nowhere.
It's awful.
This is 100% relatable.
Thank you.
I'm excited to hear it. I know everybody else is as well. So without further ado, the phenomenal Janelle.
Been a while, we met up. Oh, what am I waiting for? See you out with your friends up. Oh, well, what am I waiting for? This time it's hard to see you happy without me. Yeah, you could have been plus one. Oh, but now that's done. I tried to forget, but now I just cry. It's not in my head. I see how you lie. I'm wondering why instead of just how. I messed up and you changed up now. I tried to forget the feeling we had. It's not in my head. It wasn't all bad. Oh, we were two, and now we're through. Ooh, take your time, I'm waiting. Oh, who am I? What have I become? Been a while, I'm chasing. Oh, someone I'll never know, but I see potential. Do you see me? Show your credentials. So I believe one day I'll wake up and you will be here. But until that day, I tried to forget, but now I just cry. It's not in my head. I see how you lie. I'm wondering why instead of just how. Oh, I'm messed up and you changed up now. I tried to forget the feeling we had. It's not in my head. It wasn't all bad. Well, we were two, yeah, and now we're through. I'm wasting time on someone who don't see what I can bring is deep. All in all, in and out, up and down and back around, I still stand. No thanks to you. I know I said to take your time, mine is wearing thin. Letting go was dangerous. Look at where I've been. You could have been plus one, but now that's done. I tried to forget, but now I just cry. It's not in my head. I see how you lie. I'm wondering why instead of just how. Oh, I messed up and you changed up now. I tried to forget the feeling we had. It's not in my head. It wasn't all bad. yeah. And now we're through. Ooh, ooh, yeah.
Yes, it's giving R&B
Thank you.
goddess vibes. It's like, it's like, I just feel like you can like this record can just like hang with like the best of them, like Money Long and Kaylani and Ari Lennox and what's the one girl, Queen Naja.
Oh,
Actually, like I feel like
Thank
Queen
you.
Naja could literally like cut this record, like for real.
Thank you.
Like you did.
Wow.
That.
I
I'm dead.
appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's call our industry guests in. Industry guests, you may now turn on your cameras. Jen, give Janelle some feedback.
That was a great performance. I love the hook. Again, the theme today, but you could hear it in the music. So we appreciate at least that part of it is like putting your pain into the music. And it really came through in your performance. So really good job.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
I agree. Jeff?
Yeah, I think that's a song you just been walking around just singing in your room in your house. It's really good. It's very catchy. I love the energy that you gave from it. I definitely respect the vocals as well. So it was definitely good. Very, very R&B.
Yeah.
Young girls, I think, will love that record. You know, you should definitely put it out for sure.
Is it out? Yeah,
it's out.
Right? Yeah. Don't stop. You know what? Like, I want to tell all the artists tonight, like, don't stop working your songs. Like, I know it's easy to like post it a few times and then be on to the next, but like post it like 2-3 times a day. Think about your social media as like the radio. How many times do they play the same songs on the radio in one day? Like 40 times a day. You hear the same song in rotation over and over, right? Treat your social media like that. Find new ways, like use it in a reel or, post it into your story, put it behind another piece of content, but make sure that your audience is hearing your song over and over and over, because that's how songs grow on us. We're almost force fed these hits. So make sure you force feed your hit to your audience. So yeah, that's just to encourage you to make sure you keep posting it, even though, because songs be getting old to us. We be ready to, what's next? No, work that song. Okay.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, they loved it, and rightfully so. If you're in the audience and you came to see Janelle, head over to our page at Music Forward. Show her love. Let our industry guests know that she needs to be the one to win the grand prize. Janelle, thank you so much, and you may now turn off your camera. All right, so we got one more performance. Before we jump into that, let me ask you a question, Jeff, and of course, Jen, you can feel free to chime in. Oh no, Jen, I'm sorry. My next question is for Jen. Do I have a... Oh no, okay. Actually, we're gonna get into our next performer and then we're gonna have our final. After this, you two are gonna give an answer to one final question for the both of you, okay? So you two may now turn off your cameras. And we are going to call in our final performer of the evening. Chitra, come on in.
Hello.
Did I say your name right?
You did. Chitra, perfect.
Yes. Okay, I remember from last time. I just wanted to make sure. Sometimes I'll be overthinking. Let me tell the audience about you. Chitra is a Los Angeles-based singer-songwriter and multi-instrumentalist who exercises the power of storytelling through metaphor in music. Having grown up in the Bay Area as an Indian American, she was classically trained on the violin and viola, but vocally explored different genres and styles of music, from jazz to South Indian classical to pop music. Love how versatile you are, Chitra, for real. I remember you being so dope.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so excited to get to hear you once again. So tell the audience what we can expect from you this time around.
Yeah, I'm playing a song called Party Favor, which I sang last time.
It was a vibe. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's a interesting song for me because I really tried to play with, well, the point of it, there's like a double meaning to it, which I kind of explained last time, where it's very much a simple story in a sense, which you'll hear. And then the dichotomy is that it's really playing off of my alter ego that I believe exists versus who I am and how those intertwine. And so that was, I kind of wanted to have like a double meaning throughout the entire song. That was my purpose of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we are excited to hear you once again on Open Mic Fridays. Without further ado, Chitra, take it away.
Head rush, got a crush, don't know if I'll be enough to take up all your time. Run your mouth so I'll run mine. Talk fast, think slow, better run right through my soul and make this worth my mind. Got shit to write in your part-time lover. Can't spend my cash on just another momentary mistake. So sink me or leave me, you're just an inspiration only. But don't think there will be something that they write about in movie scenes. I just came to fill my lungs and leave, but not alone, cause what's a party if I don't get a favor? And trust me when I kiss and say I'll never tell. I like to lie and write songs to sell about how you came to find a love and left as a party favor. So I'll savor you, favor you, savor you. Quick touch makes me blush. You're a vice I'd like to crush, and don't waste any time trying to be my sweetest crime. I'll talk, you move, just don't try to make me choose and make this worth the high. I like it when you know you're a part-time lover. Can't spend my cash on just another momentary mistake. So sink me or leave me, you're just an inspiration only. But don't think there will be something that they write about in movie scenes. I just came to fill my lungs and leave, but not alone, cause what's a party if I don't get a favor? And trust me when I kiss and say I'll never tell. I like to lie and write songs to sell about how you came to find love and left as a party favor. So I'll savor you, favor you, savor you. Thank you.
Something that they write about in movie scenes. Girl! Goosebumps. Whole body goosebumps. That's my part, okay? That is my, even the sirens were like, oh, we gotta go pick her up.
Every time. This is
She's on fire, you guys. We gotta go hose that down.
thank you. You're so sweet.
You literally, your voice is like you remind me of, this song gives me a little bit of Billie Eilish. I hate comparing artists because I think we're all our own, but the darkness of it kind of like the darkness of the chords gives me her, which is a total compliment because I think she's incredible. But your vocal is unmatched. So good.
Thank you.
Industry guests, come on in. Jen, let's give us some.
Yeah, that one gave me chills. Yeah, I was thinking Fiona Apple, which is a throwback. So you might have to look that one up if you, okay, you love her, great. But yeah, like that gave me Fiona Apple, and like you and the music just in some way became one when you were performing that. So
Man,
it was a really amazing. Yeah.
yeah, she's a star. Jeff?
Yeah, I agree. That was really, really good, actually. I loved it through and through. Should definitely keep promoting that one if it's out. That one definitely struck a chord. So that was really good. Congrats to you on that one.
Thank you.
Yes, I agree. Chitra, congratulations on a phenomenal song, phenomenal performance. And you guys know the drill in the audience. If you're here for Chitra, head over to @musicforward on Instagram. You know, let them know. Drop under that, under the post about the show. She's the one. Show some love. We appreciate you here at Music Forward, Chitra.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You can turn off your camera. So that wraps up our industry picks show. I can't believe it's over. Thank you so much to our product sponsor, Sennheiser, for providing the pro quality gifts for all of our fan favorites and industry picks this season. Don't forget to head to our page and show the support for the artists that you want to see win the whole shebang. And I have a final question, a parting question for our industry experts. What would be one piece of advice, if you could just give one piece of advice really quickly to an upcoming artist, what would it be? Jen, you first.
I think to build on what you had touched on was really promoting your music. And it's up and coming artists, it's signed artists as well. They're it's the same thing. They're like, I've been sitting on this music, the same track for like months, and it feels old to them even before it comes out. And it's just like, you will be the biggest advocate for your own music. And also like a lot of people's attention span is like short these days.
Yeah.
So it really is about promoting your own music and making sure you really work a record, and sometimes it takes time, but you know, there's always new fans to be made. So
yes, there's billions of people. Until billions of people have heard your song, it's going to be new to somebody. So yeah, actual facts. Jeff?
I would just say put yourself out there as much as possible. Social media is literally your best free marketing tool. You know, take it from a person who, you know, takes a day out and just goes through, you know, all these social media sites because they're absolutely on there, and everybody is utilizing it to their best. And you're going to get a lot more no's than you get a lot more yeses. But the difference is that one yes could mean everything and could help you propel you to keep going, which I think a lot of artists get deterred from when they hear I don't like this or no, whatever the case may be. And I just say, just don't get deterred. If this is your passion and you feel like you can make a connection, you should continue to keep going. And I think everybody that I heard tonight was pretty good. It's a shame that we just have to choose one. So whoever wins, I would say to the others, don't get discouraged. It's not, you know, necessarily one was out better than the other, but because I really do think everybody had an amazing record that they brought forward to us to listen to.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, they say thick skin. I'd be like, you need to have a turtle shell in this game. Okay, like, because it's hard. It is hard. There's gonna be more closed doors and opens, like Jeff said. But keep going, and the right doors, you know, all it takes is a few. The right ones will open for you as long as you stay in the game. Jay-Z once said, the only genius thing we ever did was not give up. So do the genius thing and don't give up. Thank you so much to our industry guests, Jen and Jeff. We appreciate the gems that you dropped tonight. Thank you. Thank you. We can't thank you enough here at Music Forward Open Mic Fridays, your family. And you guys may now turn off your cameras. All right, you guys, what an incredible night. Celebrating creativity and just the next generation of artists. Thank you for joining us on our Open Mic Fridays Industry Pick Showcase. This was our final Open Mic Fridays of the spring season. Like, I'm getting emotional just thinking about this season is over. So once again, I am Lydia Caesar. It is my absolute pleasure to host this open mic. I truly do love it. I hope you could feel that energy from me. And we'll see you next time. Peace.